Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing our discussion with Engineer Shaaban. Sir, now, the industrial zone adjacent to the agricultural or cultivated fidans for the Future of Egypt project. Now, you've mentioned, for instance, using the hay after growing the wheat. Now, do you feel that this industrial zone should really focus on the packaging and adding more value to the agro products in terms that would be actually beneficial for the exportation products all over the world? I mean, the new Delta and the Future of Egypt project are quite close to the Mediterranean, which makes Europe a quick and easy destination and a good market. So should we utilize this industrial zone to add more value to our agro products that would be suitable for exportation?
Definitely, definitely. Once we establish this industrial zone, instead of just exporting our products just as an agricultural product, we could have a packing industry, we could have a canned food industry, we could have a refrigeration industry. A lot of industries could actually take place in this area.
Yes.
Choosing, as I said, also certain crops will reduce the gap between the European specifications and our specifications, meaning, and instead of exporting jasmine as a raw material, jasmine paste to Europe, we could actually produce perfumes out of jasmine product, have agreement with international companies, joint ventures, have big international names as a joint venture with us. We grow the crops, we use their techniques and expertise and their commercial good name and market our products. We need to, as I said, we need to think outside the box. We cannot really just assume that once we grow crops it will market itself. We need to do a lot of marketing, a lot of research. We need to utilize all the expertise that we have in the organization of growing crops in the desert. We have excellent scientists. A lot of ideas actually are there. Also, I've mentioned some time ago also growing certain crops directly on salt water could actually improve a lot of things. We could have a camel farm, huge camel farm, that feeds on the halophyte, which is the silicornia, which is a plant that actually feeds directly on salt water without treatment. So we should consider this. Also, growing crops like this, like the silicornia in large areas, will improve the desert climate conditions because it will increase the amount of humidity in the air, and it will make the desert more suitable to grow plantations.
Yes.
So actually, it's a circle, and once you start, you improve, and you improve the weather conditions. You improve, you stabilize the desert from attacking the fertile delta or the areas that actually you've cultivated. You stop the movement of sand dunes actually on the. It's a non-stop fight against nature to improve the nature of our country.
Yes.
The majority of our country is desert. We're very lucky that we had the River Nile, but again, the Egyptian element should be there.
Yes.
We need to be creative and come up with solutions for
Yes.
our problem.
Sir, you've mentioned the importance of the management aspect of it, the research of it, the marketing aspect of it as well. Do you feel that it would be the best idea to hire a multinational company that is well known for managing and marketing such an agricultural project, or do you feel that maybe we should also have our Egyptian sort of touch, as you've mentioned?
For the new crops that we do not have experience in, we might need some foreign expertise. But for a traditional crop, definitely we have experts locally, and I'm very sure that we have a lot of researchers, and we just need to shed light on them. A lot of crops could actually grow in Egypt, but we need to just look outside the window and see what other countries have done. China is very good in agro projects, actually. There is certain crops that we need actually to, just increase the areas that corn. Corn is a very, very important crop, and we need to increase our productivity in this particular crop. A country like Turkey, actually, they actually discourage the people not to use white, flour. Because the barley, as I said, is more healthy than...
It's a good substitute.
So you need to really see what other countries have done to reduce its their depending on wheat. But barley is something that we could actually grow successfully. A lot of things that we could actually do, but we need management, and we need to control, what are we growing, where is the market, what does our people require. We need management. I will tell you something very strange. Last season, everybody complained about the onion.
Yes.
Onion price was sky high. This season, the prices of onion is under the ground. It's very low, and a lot of farmers actually, they actually maybe broke even if they were lucky, because we do not have a program. We do not have any indications for how large is the area that we should grow onion, and enough, because once we exceed this area, the price of onion will go down. But we also require, in order to control the price of onion, we need industrial area to dry onion, turn it to a powder, and this will absorb the extra amount of this crop, and it will maintain a reasonable and fair price for the farmers.
So one final question, because we're running out of time now. You've mentioned the finances, the financial aspect of it, on trying to get the private sector on board. You've also mentioned that you are against the idea of selling a piece of land to an investor. Now, would you say that it would, selling or renting a piece of land to a farmer or to an investor can work if it is conditional, as in they would be obliged to plant or cultivate a certain product with certain amounts of crops every season, plus or minus, with a certain margin? Would you think that that would work in terms such as the loans and the packages and the offers being offered by the agricultural bank?
I would accept renting a large area for long-term rents, and on one condition they should grow certain crops and commit themselves for industrialization of this area and accommodating a big amount of population.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is an agricultural revolution and still a lot more to be done in this very vital sector. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this edition of the Daily Debate. Before we go, I'd like to thank my distinguished guest, Engineer Hassan Shaaban, the former Vice Chairman of the Egyptian Farmers Syndicate. Engineer Shaaban, always a pleasure having you with us on the show.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for more coming up on Nile International. I'm Hani Saif. Thank you for joining us.